Glenn sits at this very table grilling authors and actors with his so-called honest questions. So tonight it is payback time with national radio and television shows, 2 live stage tours a year, a magazine, and a blog. You'd think that Glenn Beck already had enough outlets for his opinions, but apparently he'd be wrong, because now he's released a new book. It's called An Inconvenient Book, Real Solutions for the World's Biggest Problems, and it takes his controversial, though he calls them common sense, ideas to a whole new level. Glenn Beck, talk show host, cable news rodeo clown, magazine publisher, man of mystery, and now author, is here for a full hour of honest questions. Next. Glenn Beck, welcome to your own program.
I am not afraid of you, Mr. 60 Minutes.
Oh, yeah. What are you mad about now?
I'm not mad about anything.
There must be something.
Why the hate? No, I'm not mad. You know what? I think I feel like most Americans, Anderson, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated that the truth doesn't seem to matter anymore, that you don't even know what the truth is. Most people will use Wikipedia, but there are people, I could pay somebody $10,000 every month to go onto Wikipedia and other websites and change the facts. You know what I mean? And then it becomes true. Well, what is the truth? The truth must be told. The facts have to be agreed on, or we can't make any progress.
Biggest issue facing America right now?
Maybe political correctness. I don't know. They're also huge, but I guess political correctness would be one of them because it stops us from telling the truth. But I'm concerned about the loss of sovereignty. I'm concerned about global warming and what's real and what's not, and the solutions to that. Immigration. My gosh, the thing that we've been talking about on the program for the last few weeks with immigration and what's happening down at Laredo is nightmare.
Why is it such a big deal for you, immigration? Why is that such a key issue?
Because I think most Americans feel the same way I do, that I love my country. That's not some jingoistic, red, white, and blue, Kate Smith sing. I love my country. We're a different and unique people. And we're not people who were born here, generally speaking. Our families all came from someplace else. America's not great because everybody's born here. They came here.
But doesn't immigration add to that?
Immigration does. Illegal immigration deters it. Illegal immigration destroys it.
How so?
We're not abiding by our own laws. The great plaque at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty. The last line everybody seems to forget. They always concentrate on bringing your tired, your huddled masses. Instead, for I stand holding the lamp beside the golden door. A golden door implies a couple of things. A, there is a door. And B, I don't know about you, I know you've been to, the Congo and riding elephants in India and everything else, but have you ever seen a bathroom with a golden door? It's not a crap house, man. There's something special here. If we need more people, good, then let's open that door wider. Let's make it easier for people to come in through the front door.
By the way, did you have to check Wikipedia to know what was on the Statue of Liberty?
I did, actually.
Yeah,
that's why I screwed it up.
I figured it.
That's why it's kind of fuzzy, but kind of right.
Very impressed.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
But you think, you literally think, from what I read in the book, you should build a wall on the Canadian border and on the Mexican border.
Well, for a couple of reasons. I do believe that if 500,000 people can come across just our southern border, you can't tell me that there aren't Islamic extremists or people that want to do us harm.
So for you, it's a national security issue?
Absolutely. Well, the border is, the actual border fence it is. Between drugs, the drug cartels, the Zetas, the new Marxist-Leninist...
what are Zetas?
Zetas are it was a paramilitary group that we trained to help go in and take the drug cartels down. Money doesn't talk, it screams. They flipped, and now they went in and killed some of the drug cartels and took them over. So now they are this paramilitary group that, again, we helped train, sound familiar, that has gone bad, and they are deadly, deadly people. I have a picture of just on the other side of the border in Laredo, of 5 heads that were actually bowled in to a dance club in Nuevo Laredo. there's beheadings going on. It is more dangerous just across our southern border than Baghdad.
Build a wall for national security reasons, not
Yes.
not for impact on the economy of illegal.
No, you want to impact you want to take care of the other side. It's amazing to me that everybody talks about the wall, but nobody talks about the drive. Why doesn't the war on terror, the war on drugs work? Because, I mean, and trust me, I'm a former alcoholic. Because a lot of people still want to do cocaine. So you got to stop the desire. It's not just the wall. It's hammer the bat's knot out of these companies that are creating the atmosphere where people are willing to come in the cover of darkness.
But aren't they fulfilling a need? I mean, isn't there some economic need for?
Come on.
Well, that's the question. That's the counter argument that's always made.
Absolutely, there is a need, but I can't believe that I would be painted a hate monger for pointing out how obscene that is to have companies say, I need this cheap labor or your salad's going to cost more. Good God, man, we're the richest country on the planet. I need a cheaper salad? Here's an idea. In Manhattan, it's $146,000 a year for a family of 4 to live. In Westchester County, that's where the Clintons live, the average salary of an illegal immigrant is $15,000. They rent beds for 8-hour shifts. Yeah. That's modern-day slavery. That's wrong on so many levels. So many levels. They're living in the shadows. They're afraid. They're coming in here risking their life to get across the border. And then we pay them $15,000 so I can have my plates washed or a busboy?
Every border agent, though, I've ever talked to down on the border says, look, you can't just build a fence. You can build a fence 500 feet tall and 40 feet deep, and people still get across it.
That's right. That's why you have to stop the reason for coming in here. Stop the reason. Stop. If you cannot knowingly hire an illegal alien without your business either getting stiff penalties or you lose your business license, you're not going to hire illegal aliens, and the illegal aliens are not going to come here because there's nothing attracting them here. If there weren't any beaches and sun in Mexico, and there weren't really great ruins, or Mexico City is a fantastic city. If it weren't any, great things to go see or do in Mexico, would you go? I ain't going for their jobs. Well, if they're not a reason to come across this border, the only reason why they will come across this border illegally is to get the drugs through, and that's a whole different other story.
So why write the book? Why this book now?
Because I think that there is a real problem with people. They don't know why these things aren't being done. The question, for instance, the immigration chapter. Everybody says, well, what's the solution? What's the solution? The average person doesn't say what the solution. Washington is arguing about the solution. The average person is saying, why is this going on? Why isn't something being done? Why can't we get this done? Why has this been going on for decade after decade after decade?
But it seems
that's the question.
It seems like, though, we're not able to rule anymore. I mean, leaders do not make decisions. Leaders, make proclamations. This is National Cherry Week or National Tomato Week or whatever. But actual governance doesn't seem to happen.
Why is that? Well, specifically on the border. Why do you suppose that is? I contend, and the book puts this all out, names, dates, places. I say that it is because the three governments, the three leaders of our governments, Canada, Mexico, and George Bush, got together and they said, it is in our best interest, this is not nefarious, it is in our best interest economically to survive in the coming decades, that we've got to unite. We have to be together, and we have to be one big economic bloc beyond NAFTA. To get it done, they knew they couldn't get it done because of what it took to get NAFTA done. So what they did is they went to the private sector. And I got the names from GE, Walmart, all of the big companies, Campbell's Soups, you name it. All of the CEOs, they got together, and they put together a committee that is to go beyond NAFTA, to unite these three countries. And in fact, on one of the pages, they actually talk about the ability to put things together in a way to make sure that this partnership goes forward without any obstacles from further administrations. So in other words, they want to be able to unite these countries together, be able to move forward without those pesky elections stopping them from doing it. Well, that's a selling out of our sovereignty. So you're right, Congress really doesn't have the ability to rule anymore. Then they're losing it day by day the more we don't pay attention to the real power in our country, and that is companies, global companies.
We got to take a short break. Up next, from puffy alcoholic top 40 DJ to sober Mormon national radio host. The personal story of Glenn Beck and the pivot point that changed it all for him. We're back with a special edition of Glenn Beck right after this.